going on, guys? Chris Travis here with Phandroid.com. So as you can see here, today I have the Oneplus 5T. This officially went on sale last week, I believe on Tuesday, and apparently it's been doing pretty darn well for OnePlus, who says it was the most successful launch they've ever had. They broke previous sales records in just 6 hours of this puppy going live or being available for purchase. So yeah, I mean, I guess a lot of people feel pretty strongly about the phone. It is by far the best phone OnePlus has ever made. And I'm going to unbox it. I'm going to show you guys what's in the box, and we're going to kind of go over some of the specs and differences and stuff. So this is the follow-up to last year's OnePlus, well, not even last year's, last 5 months. 5 months ago we had the OnePlus 5, and this is the OnePlus 5T, which changes very few subtle differences, but maybe some that make all the difference. You do now have a 6-inch, basically full HD display. It's an 18:9 aspect ratio, which is kind of the new thing that everyone's doing these days. The fingerprint sensor, because the bezels are so small in the front, they moved it to the back. It's still the fastest fingerprint sensor you could possibly get on any smartphone right now, and I don't say that lightly. I know a lot of people will say, "Oh, it's pretty fast. It's one of the fastest I've used." No, it is the fastest. I mean, you just tap it and it's already unlocked. There's no delay. There's no waiting for the screen to. I mean, it's just literally that quick. Another cool little feature is facial unlock, which, let's see if I can do it here. So as soon as I think I have to wait a second for the screen lock to come on. There we go. So the screen lock's on. If I put my face in the screen, boom. I mean, it is so quick. Now, admittedly not as accurate as, say, maybe you would get from like the iris scanner on the Galaxy Note, or the iPhone 10, which uses like an IR blaster to read all these different points on your face. OnePlus says that this does have 100 points of recognition using your facial features and whatnot. But yeah, I've seen people say that, you know, they've used like their brother or somebody that and was able to unlock their device. Not even a twin, just a close relative. So I haven't been able to test that myself, although it's something I should do. So in the box you get the dash charger, which again is the fastest, well not again, but the fastest charging, proprietary charging method you can get on an Android device to date. OnePlus says it's a day's power in half an hour, which roughly just translates into it charges exceptionally fast. As long as you use the proprietary cable as well, the USB Type-C cable, and that is because all the heat dispersion and whatnot gets offloaded to the actual wall charger and not the device, so the device stays nice and cool. You get a nice constant, fast, just a reliable fast charging, unlike say like a Samsung device, which if the screen is on, you're no longer fast charging. That's just a little tip, a little tidbit a lot of people don't really know about. Oh, in the box also you do get, like, let me just, can this thing pop out please? And here they do give you, and I didn't know this is actually kind of a nice little surprise, but they do give you a case right off the bat. The phone does come pre-screen protected as well with an oleophobic film layer. It's plastic, but it's oleophobic, which is nice, and it works quite well. And yeah, so I mean, you kind of get just a lot of value there. You do get the official Oneplus Tpu Case, which is kind of like a smoky in color. It's got a nice little accent. It's a little bit matte here on the side. It says OnePlus. Fits your device perfectly. It's nice and thin. Let's go ahead and pop it in there. Man, that is nice. Actually, I think I'm going to use it for a while. Even though OnePlus did send me quite a few cases. That is nice! So that's all you get in the box. So the difference is, I guess you could say, the updated parts of the phone from last year's OnePlus 5 is the display and the camera. They kind of altered or changed some things. They swapped out the telephoto lens from last year's, from the previous OnePlus 5, which featured 2x zoom, but it wasn't that great. Honestly, it was probably worse than if you just used the regular sensor and sort of cropped it. It was that bad. I mean, it was kind of frustrating to say the least. There is no OIS on any of the two cameras, which is a little bit disappointing, actually extremely disappointing. So I was bummed to find that out, but you do get a low light sensor, which is a 20 megapixel camera with like 1 micron pixels, which lets in a lot more light, and then you get a regular 16 megapixel camera. The focal length is the same on both of them. Just one is better suited for low light, and the phone will just intelligently switch between the two, given the lighting in the environment. So that's going to kind of do it for the OnePlus 5T. Lots of minor changes from the 5. Nothing that would probably make you want to run out and buy this version if you have the 5, but if you're shopping around for an Android device this holiday, you really can't. I mean, I don't even care with the whole essential thing, pricing being really aggressive and nice for Cyber Monday. No, or don't even save your money, but just spend a little bit extra and get a OnePlus 5. It starts out at $500 for the 6GB, 64GB model, and then $560 for the 8GB, 128GB of storage model. And I cannot recommend maybe even the higher 8GB version. I mean, there are so many. The apps just stay open forever in the background. The processing power, the speed, the performance is just absolutely unrivaled. Even better than, yes, the Pixel. Silky smooth scrolling. It's a wonder. This phone is just, it's amazing. It's really, really good. So that's going to wrap up the unboxing for the OnePlus 5T. For more, check out Phandroid.com, and I'll see you guys in the next video.